Okay, stackers. Yeah, just continuation of the transfer of silver into gold. So I've made some progress on the gold, and so basically, as I've already probably mentioned, I'm going for these 110 ounce gold coins. I just find them easier to accumulate during times when I don't have much money to put into it, and all I want is just to keep satisfying my little purchase, So can't remember what I was going to say, but anyway. So anyway, 110 ounces golds. No point in me talking about it, because you look online on YouTube and you'll find everyone giving you good reasons why you should, you might want to stack gold, fractional gold. It's just, not only is it easier to obtain, it's also easier to sell and try and get back some of your, or all of your premium, because I think 110 ounces, there is a lot more collectors, people that are willing to, start little collections of 110 ounce coins rather than anything bigger, because it just starts getting expensive. If you want to build some sort of, like, get one of every year or something like that, it starts getting expensive, even if you're buying quarter ounce golds. And so if it's expensive for me, if it's expensive for you, or for the average person, that means that anything bigger than 110 is priced out of the market already for the average person. So there's very little collectors in larger gold sizes. If you're a 1 ounce gold collector, the ones that I know basically don't look for anything new, anything old. They just go for the current issue. They'll just get their standard 1 ounce gold panda, or 1 ounce gold kangaroo, or maple, whatever they're into. And that's all they do, just get one coin, be done with it. But that's a percentage of people, and it's not the majority. And the majority is 100 and what are these? This is last year's. This is 2014 pandas. They were they're around $175 or something like that. So if gold at the moment is about 1,500 and let's say 1,500 Australian, well, these are selling for 170, or 175, so $25 per coin premium. But when I sell them, I mean, if I go to sell this last year's panda, sell it very easily, and I'm going to get my 175, 180, even though gold has probably gone down a little bit since then. But they keep their premiums, that's for sure. And if pandas in particular, I think they, the longer you keep them, the longer you'll your premium will, the more your premium will appreciate to an extent. So I thought I'd just continue on before this battery runs out with these pandas. So I just got a little look at that. They're just so cool. Today I got a package from the proceeds of some of my silver sale, and I feel really good about. I thought I might have regretted getting rid of the silver, but in the end I don't, because I've still got silver. Silver's pretty affordable, so I don't miss it at the moment. And if I did, I mean, it's only a matter of grabbing a couple $100 and going to buy 6 or 7 ounces somewhere, or find a cheap kilo bar, and silver's done. I'm not I'm really over that. This was from Perth Bullion Company. They're a pretty good company. They're about the cheapest bullion online bullion store you'll probably find in Australia, but I haven't looked at all of them. So what do we got? We've got an invoice. Wow, that's a nice spend. Let's have a look at this stuff. I've got a glove on just in case I've got to touch something raw, but it should be all in some sort of casings or capsule. Here we go. No, I don't have a whiz bang flick knife or one of those, all those fancy knives that you see these guys. I don't understand the concept of knives, or you know, you'll see some guys scrapping, not scrapping, but having doing a YouTube video with their stack, and they'll have their knife and they'll have a gun, and you know, I mean, what the fuck, man? Talk about hero. So it's not my caper. Cut the shit. Just get into the gold. Don't be a hero, and you'll be right. Okay, so I've got some little bits. You know, the beauty of gold is that you can start a kind of like a collection, and you know, just keep going with it. Like you know, whenever I feel like buying gold, I can look online and I can look for something unusual, you know, rather than just the same old boring stuff. And so I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my fractional gold into two sections. One is my a little personal collection of just, you know, all different kinds of 1 10-ounce coins that I can find, or even smaller, and then and the other one is just for resale, and that's more volumes of the same one that I particularly like, that I think that might appreciate more in premium. So when I'm buying, if I've got you know, I find the ones that I don't have, I'll say there's 3 different coins, I'll buy them 3, and then whatever money left, I'll just throw it into that particular coin that I like to hoard, you know. Anyway, so this one, oh yeah, oh that's pretty. It's a little Austrian Philharmonic 1 10-ounce gold. It's nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. What else have I got? Oh yeah, oh that's nice. It's a Canadian maple, new style, 2015. So I think it's 2015. I can't say. Oh yeah, whatever. It's probably 2015. It should be. But anyway, it has to be because it's got that anti-counterfeiting measure. Yeah, but yeah. So you know, like it's a 1 10-ounce gold coin. Now, sure, you know, the people that will be holding a 1 ounce Canadian maple and saying, "Oh, look at that! Isn't that great?" But to me, I still see the coin. I've got a representation of the Canadian maple in the gold. That satisfies me, and I think it satisfies most people. You know, what's the difference whether I'm holding something that's, you know, my fingers like that, or I'm holding with my fingers like that? I mean, it's still the same thing. And you know, I mean, how often are you going to really hold your coin and look at it? Once you know you got it, and it's out the way. So 1 10-ounce coins are perfect for that. You know, you say, okay, I've got the Canadian maple, I move on. This is the only maple I'm going to get, obviously, because it's only they've got the same design every year. So what's the point of collecting, you know, every year? Or who cares about the years? You know, so I've got one. That's it. I'll never buy a 1 10-ounce Canadian maple again until they change the design. Same goes with the Austrian Philharmonics. You know, these two are both 999 gold. I'm not big on the like the American gold eagles. They're not 999, they're 995 or whatever they are. 22 karat gold, they can have it. That's old style 22 karat gold. That was when the people were carrying around gold coins in their pockets to buy bread. But that's no longer necessary, and we want, I think most people want 24 karat gold. If you want, gold, if you're holding gold, why wouldn't you want 24 karat gold? Same as silver. If you're going to hold silver, hold 999 silver. Why hold junk silver that's got, 20% copper and 80% silver? It's, that's just ridiculous. I think if you stack silver, stack silver. If you want to stack copper, but don't, mix it up with this junky, dirty shit. When you can buy pure silver, for pretty close to spot, for the same price you'll pay for those junk silver coins. So I wouldn't worry about that. So okay, all right. So this is the 2015 Panda. I've got a couple of them, and just as I hoped, that usually when I buy as a last year's Panda, and this is even got a little mint sticker on the outside, but these little I call them on the Silver Stacker forum fortune cookie pandas, and I see that someone on YouTube has actually taken my fortune cookie panda concept and used it for himself. But what these are is what they say is they're from the actual Chinese mint that they're produced. These pandas are produced in probably 6 different mints in China, and so like the last year's was would have been some bank or some whatever mint printed it, and this one is slightly different, but it might not be. It might be actually from the same mint, but they don't mean anything. Apparently these come 1 in every sheet of 10, and so when I buy singles, I really prefer to buy 2, because I'm usually lucky to score the first 2 on the sheet with that little thing, and I like them. I think they're just a little unusual variation to just having a blank one. And so the 2000 okay, so the only difference is from the 2000, well, they are both different designs, but the 2014 has the tiny little the mint, like it's got 1 10-ounce, then the purity. The new ones don't have the purity, but it doesn't make any difference, because that's a 51, that's 51. That's all you really need to know that it's a 51 coin. And we know that they're 1 10-ounce, and well, just weigh the bloody thing if it really bothers you. But I think it doesn't bother me at all. And there's no difference between a counterfeiter counterfeiting this and this. I've heard people say, oh, now that it doesn't have the purity, it's easy to counterfeit. Why? What's the difference? Yeah, what, just because they've got to write a few less words? They've still got to counterfeit the actual coin and to get it all looking like it's like it is. So that argument is crap. And if you buy from a reputable dealer, as everyone will tell you, you've got no problems at all. I keep all my receipts from where I purchase, and so there you go. So stuff them. Okay, here's something different. Oh yeah, this is the what is it? The British whatever the British one is. Made in England. So that's that little one there, and it's quite a nice coin actually. The thing with these ones is this is one of those 995 type gold ones, like the Eagles, and so they'll this one's actually from 1988, so I just yeah, it's a nice little coin. I couldn't find a current issue God, I still can't remember what they called. But anyway, I still can't find. I can't find a current issue, so I had to buy an older one. But because I only want a representation of the Britannia. That's what. Yeah, it's called the Britannia. Because I just want a representation of the Britannia, like the maple, like the Philharmonic. Well, one's enough. It doesn't matter which year it is. I've got one. That's it. I'm done with them. You could show me a million, 110 Austrian Philharmonics. I'm no longer interested because I've got my one, and that's it. It's going to go in my collection, and that's it. And this one's another Canadian one. It's the 110 ounce Canadian 5 Blessings coin. I got this one because, as I said, I want to collect a whole lot of different ones, and this one came out last year in 2014, and I wanted to get one before either the premium started to go up too much, or they just run out and you just can't get them, and so I got it. And finally, it's just okay. These are mint sheets of Chinese pandas, sheets of 10. Okay, look at that. Is that cool or what? So pandas. I thought I'd go. I normally buy like a few at a time, but because I turned my silver over, I want to start getting these sheets. So it's 10, obviously 10 110 ounce coins makes it's 1 ounce, 1 ounce gold. I just like I like them in this sheet. It's just like a instant 1 ounce frac pack. You got 10 purchases to make out of this. So I reckon they're really cool to have these mint sheets. I was looking for a 2014 mint sheet to buy. Can't find them. No one seems to keep sheets of 10. I like them personally. And here we go. So there you go. So you got your sheet, and you got the first one has got the little fortune cookie tag in it, detailing the mint, the name of the mint. And the other side, that's obviously some kind of quality control sort of tag. But so there you go. So that's really cool. So if you come across a mint sheet of pandas, or 110 ounce pandas, make sure it's got that little tag in the top left corner one, and you'll know it's it's reasonably genuine. But obviously I bought from a reputable dealer, and these are also the same year pandas. So these are all this year's 2015 pandas. 2 sheets, beautiful. I'll put these in something flat to flatten them out, and I reckon that's awesome. 1 panda, 2 panda, 3 panda, 4 panda, 7 panda, more panda. Yeah, so pretty happy with these. Love them. Love me little pandas. Love me little 110 ounce coins. So these obviously aren't going to go in my little single collection. I'll just pop these away, and this goes into my stack to one day hopefully start turning them over. So yeah, okay, so there we go. I've got there's 20 coins there, so that's 2 ounces of gold there. The Britannia, the 5 Blessings, the Canadian Maple, and the Austrian Philharmonic. Cool bananas. Now these come in like a plastic thing. I actually have got an album that I take these out and I just slot these straight into the little coin album, so I can view them and easy and stack them easy. But I also buy these little boxes of capsules in case if I want to put this one into a capsule instead. I keep a few boxes of these little capsules, for 110 ounce coins, There are various sizes. I got 16 mil, 16.5 mil, 17 mil. So anyway, yeah, so I'll just pop that in there if I wanted to. But in this case, these are going in my personal collection, so I take them out of these, the little plastic, and just pop them straight into my album. I mean, it is gold, it's not silver, so they don't tarnish. You know, and don't even need a white glove, you know, really. But once you're handling, but especially don't need a white glove now. But it's on and it's cold, so it feels nice and warm. So yeah, I don't mind this Britannia either. It's very nice. And see, you know, this gives me the satisfaction of having a Britannia. You know, if it was an ounce, it wouldn't make any difference to me. It's still a Britannia. You know, I'd rather have 10 interesting bits than one coin, one ounce coin. And so too do thousands of other people around. They would much rather have a bit of fun and, you know, pick up the odd one every now and then, add it to their collection, rather than buying, you know, overcommitting with one big coin. And same as these, like, you know, I think, you know, I mean, it would have been cheaper to buy obviously just 1 ounce panda for these, but you know, I'm into 110s and I don't care about 1 ounce pandas. And I reckon these sheets are awesome. I'm going to keep these as is, and if I ever sell these pandas, that's how they're going to buy it. You want a panda, it's a sheet of 10. I got singles obviously, so that'll take care of them. All right, well that's it. That's my little purchase so far from the proceeds of the silver transfer, the greatest silver transfer in the history of mankind. Not really, but I like to think so.